Honestly don't have a problem with the way that Stefanski has handled the young quarterbacks. There was probably a plan before the season of what the goal was for each guy. One was drafted earlier, Dylan Gabriel, so he was more than likely going to be the person that at least somewhat equated into the conversation. He did. The whole reps conversation thing has become outrageous to me. I have said I've gone weeks without getting reps as a backup quarterback here. And what people need to understand in relation to that, CC, is like team practice. How many reps do you have every practice?
Turner is good core. So it's going to be quite the challenge. And we got to go to school on this football team and understand their schemes, understand what they're trying to do on any given down. So that's where we're getting started. Shedeur is going to start at quarterback. Dylan is still in the concussion protocol. He is improving. But obviously we got to put a plan together for all of our players, all of our offense, our defense, our special teams, plan of attack, and give our guys a chance to go execute and play fast. That's the goal.
I bet nobody expected this twist because Kevin Stefanski just dropped a statement about Shedeur Sanders that has Cleveland buzzing louder than a divisional game going into triple overtime. Suddenly, the rookie's future is all anyone is talking about, with fans wondering if they're witnessing the beginning of something serious or the start of a full-scale meltdown. Stefanski, usually calm, steady, all coach face and caffeine, decided to drop a little earthquake about Shedeur Sanders getting first-team reps, and it hit the fan base like a surprise onside kick. This wasn't the usual safe talk about hard work and progress. This was real, raw, and just confusing enough to make the city lean in like they're trying to hear a secret across the bar. The truth is simple but wild.
There's electricity in the air and anticipation of Shedeur's first start. It's undeniable. That's what he does. He creates excitement, and you could feel it.
I was going to ask you, Tony, what was the vibe in Berea today? Obviously, we're going to get to what Shedeur and Stefanski said, but could you feel it from the whole locker room?
Well, there's more camera people there, which means there was more questions. The only one I didn't get a feeling of, Jerry Jeudy was in a bad mood for some reason.
Shedeur is starting because Dylan Gabriel is out, and suddenly the rookie is tossed into the spotlight like someone who got handed a supercar and a warning ticket at the same time. Stefanski confirmed it straight up. Shedeur is the guy, unless the Browns suddenly discover a quarterback growing behind the Gatorade coolers. But Stefanski can't just say, he's the only one left, deal with it, because coaches never talk like normal humans. So he wraps it up in phrases like significant growth, which sounds nice, but everyone knows it means he's getting better, hopefully enough to survive Sunday without turning the field into a stress test. Then Stefanski goes into his classic coach rundown: offense, defense, special teams, as if the fans needed reassurance that the Browns still understand the basics of football. And when it comes to Shedeur, Stefanski keeps talking about keeping him comfortable, which sounds great until you realize this league doesn't believe in comfort when edge rushers are flying at you like they're trying to win a science fair project on collision angles. Of course, Stefanski starts bragging about the reps Shedeur's been getting and how he's been around him for months watching growth, which in NFL talk means he's young, he's learning.
Shedeur, he gets his chance to start. This is the opportunity he's been waiting on. There's no more excuses.
And he couldn't pick the better team to start against.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you have a chance to make history. You have a chance to make history and change the narrative, And if things go well, the talk's going to be good. If things don't go well, we're going to let it be known. It's especially me. I've gotten really good at this, Uncle Joe. I've gotten really good at being critical when people aren't playing.
And we're hoping the learning curve doesn't fold us in half on national television. Every rep counts, every tape session counts, and Shedeur's brain is basically turning into a QB multi-tool whether he's ready or not. The kid is studying everything: receiver releases, timing windows, defensive tendencies, trying to turn information overload into confidence while everyone else tries not to panic. His mind is processing football like a massive spreadsheet, building him up piece by piece like a quarterback, designed in a backroom workshop. Stefanski insists Shedeur is being himself, which is coach code for he still makes rookie mistakes, but at least he isn't blowing up the entire offense every drive. It's a compliment. One of those backhanded NFL compliments that makes fans raise an eyebrow and check the injury report again. Let's keep it real. Shedeur isn't starting just because he's talented. He's starting because he's the last healthy quarterback standing, and the Browns don't exactly have backups spilling out of storage closets. So of course he's getting every rep, and Stefanski says it with pride even though it's obvious. When there's only one QB available, The reps basically assign themselves. Then Stefanski brings up the quarterback room like it's some kind of spiritual sanctuary, when in reality, half the people in there probably have ice packs taped to places they didn't know could hurt.
During his media availability, QB1 gets to get up there on the podium. No more locker room interviews for Shedeur.
Yeah.
We got to hear what he talked about the pressure leading into this game. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Yeah, for instance, I know our fans have a lot of expectations and hope. And I would be doing a disservice to myself and disservice to the organization if I didn't feel like I am the guy.
Yep.
I did everything I need to. I'm doing everything I need to prepare to be the best version of myself as possible.
He loves talking about trust. Trust in the pocket, trust in timing, trust in receivers, because if even one of the 11 guys doesn't execute, Shedeur is going to be dodging defenders like he's trying to avoid traffic in rush hour. What Stefanski really means when he talks about trust is this: we're praying the offensive line remembers how to block on Sunday. Because if not, this game is going to turn into chaos faster than a loose snap on a rainy day. Fans can hear the panic hidden under the coach voice, even if he's pretending everything is under control. Then comes the growth storyline. Stefanski hyping up Shedeur's work ethic, the hours he puts in, the extra reps, the studying, the grind. That all sounds great, but there's a quiet undertone that every fan can hear. He's not perfect yet, so brace yourselves. It's like someone praising their friend for being responsible. Just don't hand them your car keys yet. Shedeur is talented, smart, focused, and grinding every day, but he's still learning the league, and the Browns are crossing their fingers that the learning curve doesn't come with too many bumps. If everything goes right, he can hold it together without Cleveland spiraling into sports heartbreak mode again. And the mental reps? Stefanski loves talking about them like they're some kind of magical training method.
Sanders will be starting for the Cleveland Browns this weekend. Good luck, Shedeur.
There you go, Shedeur.
Now, this will be a full week with the offense being kind of shifted around what Shedeur does well, what Shedeur likes, what Shedeur doesn't like. He will be getting the reps with all the starters, including, offensive line, but more importantly, wide receivers, everybody, the timing of things. Him and Stefanski will be able to watch film together. This is big news, especially from the people that just found out like a couple days ago that backup quarterbacks don't really get the bell of the ball treatment in NFL buildings. They're certainly there. They certainly have a job. You certainly are part of the team.
Even when Shedeur isn't on the field taking physical snaps, he's studying routes, watching defenders, analyzing timing, trying to learn the game from the inside out. It's like building his instincts one observation at a time, even on days when he's not throwing a single pass. Stefanski couldn't resist breaking down the offensive line again, talking about trust like it's the secret ingredient to winning football games. The quarterback must trust the line must protect the quarterback, the receivers must hit their routes, and the whole operation has to run with the precision of a choreographed performance. Even though this performance looks more like a full-contact street fight than anything you'd see on a stage. And if even one person slips up, Shedeur Sanders could end up bouncing around the field like a human pinball machine. But Stefanski stays locked into his main theme. Shedeur is growing, learning, and stacking reps like they're collectibles. Every extra drill, every extra film session, every little coaching point gets hyped up like it's rewriting the franchise's future. And the coach never misses a chance to remind the world about that significant growth he loves bringing up. Then comes the unintentional comedy of the press conference. Stefanski is dodging drama like a defensive back avoiding a pick play. No bold statements, no messy quotes. Just a calm, controlled focus on the next game.
Of a coach. Again, I'm not saying rookies, start and get first team reps as a QB2, Peter. Please don't get me wrong. Yeah. What I'm saying is if you know you're already starting a rookie and a rookie happens to be the QB2, and you know that the QB1 is susceptible to concussions. He's a relatively small dude. One hit can end him for the game, for the season. You know this. For the backup to be a rookie and to be so flagrantly unprepared, which Shedeur Sanders looked like, I find to be suspicious.
But fans at home can hear the subtext in every sentence while they're munching snacks on the couch. It's the classic "we'll see" energy, the kind parents use when they don't want to say no, but they also don't want to lie. So Stefanski praises, he motivates, he reassures, but every Browns fan knows he's talking about a rookie learning at full speed, and every snap could turn into a headline that lights up sports internet. Will Shedeur look like a rising star? Or will each throw become a fresh meme for the timeline? Nobody knows yet, and that's exactly why everyone's glued to this situation. And Stefanski isn't hiding from the pressure either. He wants Shedeur growing, but not collapsing under the hype storm swirling around him. The irony hits hard. Yes, he's getting extra work in individual sessions. Yes, he's improving in the X's and O's. Yes, he's studying tape like his life depends on it. And yes, he's learning to trust the offensive line. But also, let's be honest, he's starting because Dillon Gabriel is injured and the depth chart is looking thin. Meanwhile, Shedeur is handling everything with a calm attitude. He's focused, locked in, and putting in effort that grabs attention fast.
Shedeur Sanders is going to start this week for the Cleveland Browns against the Vegas Raiders. It's interesting how wild and crazy some of the conversations have gotten around Shedeur. It seems like Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur watch film together all the time. It seems like there's all this stuff that's made up about both people involved here. And I think that they seem to be fine with each other. I think we want to believe that maybe something's wrong when I don't know that it necessarily.
Stefanski points this out every chance he gets. The kid brings full energy on every snap. Whether he's standing tall in the pocket, reading the coverage, or surviving a blitz that looks like it came from a superhero movie, his effort makes people rethink whether anyone should be underestimating him at all. Shedeur is all in. No shortcuts, no excuses, just grinding like someone who knows time is limited and the opportunity is massive. He's learning fast, making the right adjustments, and about to show everyone whether the hype is real or just noise. But yes, he's also the only fully healthy quarterback, so every rep he takes gets studied like it's a final exam question. And now we return to the famous Stefanski phrase, significant growth, the line he keeps repeating like it's a theme song. He highlights Shedeur's improvement in reading NFL defenses, understanding the system, mastering the X's and O's, and growing through every single rep, every extra drill, every mental snap, and every moment in the film room. But beneath the praise, there's a quiet warning. He's still learning, so don't expect miracles overnight.
Browns quarterbacks are 0-17 in their first career starts since the team rejoined the NFL.
Well,
this
goddamn.
goes back to 1999. Let that sink in. A quarterback has never won their first NFL start in Cleveland, going back to 1999.
Damn.
So basically, that's 27 years.
Hey, that's crazy work.
Look at these names from Tim Couch to Spurgeon Wynn. Tom Brady's still mad about that Spurgeon.
Stefanski makes it clear that the quarterback isn't just out there playing football. He's leading a full-blown, high-stakes, synchronized operation where every moving part has to hit perfectly or the whole thing falls apart. And right at the center of that storm sits Shedeur Sanders, learning on the fly, improving fast, and trying not to get flattened by defenders who treat every snap like a personal challenge. But everyone can hear the real message underneath Stefanski's calm voice. Shedeur is starting because he has to, and every play now has the power to reveal whether he's a rising star or a rookie tossed straight into the fire with nothing but instincts and tape study to keep him alive. That's the beautiful madness of the situation. Fans, analysts, and the entire internet are watching like it's a live reality show. Will Shedeur dominate like a future franchise QB?
I mean, listen, we all know, listen, Peter, where's the guy so incredibly connected to the National Football League with sources everywhere, knowing your football backwards and forwards the way that you do? Where's the guy that was saying, what's up with the cadence issue? What's up with no first team reps? What's up with the fact that Kevin Stefanski is a two-time NFL Coach of the Year, 2020 and 2023, having a quarterback who's a rookie so flagrantly ill-prepared to be on the football field last?
Will he stumble and give sports media a week of viral clips? Will Stefanski's careful wording be praised? Or turned into the punchline of the week? Nobody knows yet, but the suspense is electric. Every rep he takes, every blitz he dodges, every pass, clean or chaotic, is about to be dissected, debated, slowed down, screenshotted, and turned into a meme by someone online. When you're Shedeur Sanders and stepping into an NFL starting role under these conditions, the world doesn't just watch. It refreshes. And here's the final truth buried in Stefanski's calm delivery. He's been honest, he's been cautious, he's been protective, and he's been very deliberate about what he says. Shedeur is working hard, growing fast, improving every week, and he's as ready as a rookie can possibly be when he gets thrown into one of the toughest jobs in professional sports. And fans, they're ready for everything. Ready for highlights that make them scream, ready for drama that melts timelines, ready to see whether Shedeur's story turns into a breakout or a roller coaster that becomes weekly entertainment. This ride is only just starting, and everyone is buckling up like they know something wild is around the corner.
That Shedeur was going to start today. We all knew it, that he was going to confirm that. But one thing that's sticking out to me is he trying to make it seem like Shedeur don't know his X's and O's. Let me pull up a statement in here that he said real quick. He stated, hold on. He stated, I just seen Shedeur Dillon growing a ton, both with X's and O's and all the work in individual periods. I don't see significant growth in Shedeur. He'll get every rep.
Now here's where it gets fun. Stefanski keeps the comments measured, polished, and respectful, but reality doesn't care about polite phrasing. Shedeur is living the full NFL starter life right now, whether he feels ready or not, because nothing teaches a rookie quite like dodging a 300-pound linebacker while trying to remember the exact timing of a route he reviewed 3 minutes earlier. Stefanski loves framing all of this as growth, but fans know what's really happening. Shedeur is turning into a walking football calculator, running a non-stop mental equation every snap to figure out where the danger is coming from and how to avoid becoming part of a defensive highlight reel. It's impressive, it's stressful, and honestly, it's the exact kind of storyline that keeps the internet spinning. And then we get to the offensive line factor. Stefanski can talk trust, chemistry, and execution all day, but a rookie quarterback trusting his line is still a gamble every single snap.
We got to talk about the biggest news in the NFL this week, and that is Shedeur Sanders going to be starting this weekend against the Las Vegas Raiders. He is set to make the first start of his NFL career, and
can we
got
clap
to
for
see
that?
him. Yeah,
Let's
go ahead and get some claps.
Absolutely. Hey, in the back, let's clap for that.
Get some claps in there.
And the reason I want to clap for it is because we can stop with all the shenanigans. Either he will play well or he will suck. And either way, the truth gonna set everybody free.
Absolutely. One missed block, one late reaction, and suddenly Shedeur becomes the face of the week's most dramatic replay package. Not exactly the attention he wants yet. So Stefanski calls it development, growth, process. But fans know they're watching a live-action survival challenge wrapped in shoulder pads. Commentators, fans, and every corner of social media will debate each pocket collapse, each near sack, each Houdini-style escape like they're analyzing some ancient epic. Everyone wants to figure out whether Shedeur's growth curve is truly special or just a polite way of saying, good luck, kid, you're running this show now. And finally, we get to the energy. Stefanski keeps praising Shedeur's focus, effort, and 100% intensity.
You're always trying to do that, Mary Kay, with all your players to make sure that they're comfortable, and it's no different with Shedeur in there. You want to make sure that all the concepts are things that he feels confident in. Obviously, having been around him over the months, you get a good sense of the things that he's, fit his eye, so to speak. So definitely want to lean into those type of things, and he's working very hard.
And all of that is real, but the deeper story is even better. Shedeur is about to experience the full fantasy and nightmare of being an NFL starter at the same time. Learning, performing, surviving, building confidence, fixing mistakes, and proving something new every week. All the extra reps, mental reps, timing, trust, adjustments. They all come together to create a quarterback who's learning on the move while the entire football world watches like it's a movie premiere. Stefanski's words may be calm and diplomatic, but the takeaway is loud and clear. Shedeur is in the fire now, and the world is already preparing to either crown him or roast him. There's no middle ground in this story. And if anyone still thinks football is just a game, welcome to the full Shedeur Sanders experience. A rookie rising, a coach choosing every word like it matters, and a world ready to pause, rewind, debate, and meme every single moment of his journey. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.